Let's go. Codenames first? Is that what I see? We're streaming for Codename because he asked me to. And what am I going to do? Say no? How could I? I'm going to talk for a minute. I'm going to mute for just a minute longer. I'm going to do a quick audio test. I'm experimenting, trying to increase my volume so that I'm a little easier to hear. So one moment, we're going to go mute, then I'll be right back. Okay, that sounds good to me. I'm nothing if not a river to my people, as Matthew Colville would say. So, I went to the shop today. I wasn't able to get my full core. I got one Habakiri and one mirror and a playset of everything else I don't want. Barrier, the trap. So, today we're gonna play some games. We got ads on this stream, so sorry if those are annoying. Just skip them when you can. They help your boy out. Angel, good to see you. David, Juan. I think you need Drogluxion so your rituals don't get stuck attached. I'm not using the rituals. I also don't know what Drogluxion is, but we can look at it. I don't care about Habakiri being stuck under it, to be honest. We don't have a Zoha anymore, so this Nunu on its own doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're monetized. That's why I wanted to hit 1,000 so bad. Oh, they surrendered. Yeah. Once you hit 1,000, you're monetized. So I've actually been earning ad revenue. I'll post an update maybe once we earn our first 100, because that's when you can cash out. You actually don't get paid until you make $100. So super chats will get us there. We'll get our first YouTube paycheck. Managed to pull a full playset from my boxes. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't buy a box. I only bought 5 packs to be entered in the raffle to win a mat and to look like I was doing my part so my friends wouldn't get mad at me when I begged them for their supers. But I have super cool friends at Locals who are aware of what I play, and they were happy to supply me with whatever they pulled. I haven't started picking up all of your stuff yet, but probs this Sunday. Yeah, that's probably a good time too, because it's not legal yet anyway, so. Yeah, a little behind the scenes. I've become so wealthy that the deck profile we put up has earned $20 cumulatively in about 2 weeks, so that's how outrageously rich Daylove has become. Only thing I want from this set is the new Ancient Fairy. Yeah, I saw one of those get pulled, so that seemed cool. Shining Sarcophagus is a really weird deck because it's really consistent looking, but I think it just ends on a weak board. A Targeting Protect and a Spell Negate just don't seem that good to me, although I do appreciate that Shining Sark itself is kind of hard to out. How are we feeling, chat? Banger hand. Yeah, no kidding. Especially versus this deck. I don't think we need that much non-engine. So having a bunch of one-ofs and honestly Purification to discard off Rain is kind of awesome. Trap's not ideal. Honestly, I think it might be. I mean, I guess there are cards I can name I'd rather have. Sammy, what's really nice is that they are all low rarity. I haven't put a deck together this cheap in a while. Yeah, thank goodness, because I would have been really sad if I had to go and pay 20, 30, 60 bucks per Habakiri, because that's what I was worried about. Yeah, this board just doesn't do anything, I don't feel. Ooh, I thought my PC was about to crash. I was going to be so sad. Hello? Why am I having issues? We're going to do this in draw phase because I want to play around the droll if they have it. My friend played it. He said the deck felt too linear. Yeah. Yeah, they're using their Spell Negate here. Which, of course, is fine, because now we just get our Murakumo to hand with our Habakiri. Oh, they're gonna negate that. So they're using 2 interactions. So they're going 2 for 2. I'm fine with that. We have the Rain. The only pain point is if they also have the Ash, now our hand becomes much worse because we don't have the Zoha, but let's use the Nunu. We can set up the Nef, and then from there we can at least make some link plays, and we can still get access to what we need. We can get to Aramasa, normal summon it. And we'll go for Rain here. My computer's having an awful time. Please don't crash on me. So, I want you in the graveyard. You, and actually we've kind of got everybody else already. So, I guess we just get some names into circulation. We're not really at risk of running out. Hey Jam, what do you think of the art of the new Mitsus? I'm coming around. I really didn't care for it at first, but I also am not a super big fan of Saji either. I love Futsu and I love Murakumo. I do wish they were a little more snaky looking. I think they're a bit dragony. He started doing it when I was getting gas, shaking my head. It doesn't really look like they have anything else. Dude, my computer. If the stream crashes today, then, man, I'm going to be sad. What is happening? Why? Something's using up a lot of my processing, I think. It just keeps stuttering. I don't know if it's coming through on stream. I hope not. 21 viewers. Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. Good to see you. I was also trying to mess around with a Primite build. Not because I think it's good, just because I think it's funny. Obviously, I don't want to encourage people to have to buy that. Bro, same thing. We had so many humans and so little snakes. Yeah, I can see the... Yeah, it's... Sorry, I don't know what's going on. We are getting drolled, which is annoying. I do feel validated for playing around it. I agree. I think Habakiri is really unimposing and small in his picture. I think it's because the legends they're based on... The god... Yeah, the translation of Mikoto is like Lord of the... And... Mitsurugi is roughly Heavenly Swords, so the level 4s are Lords of the Heavenly Swords, and the Heavenly Swords themselves, if you just look up Ame no Habakiri, Ame no Murakumo, those are just legendary Japanese swords. I still feel pretty confident that we're just fine in securing lethal here. Do they have any more protections I should know about? I really don't think so, so we're just going to go for a big access, I think. So we could probably do something as simple as link 3 into you. Because if we can get access plus Murakumo, we're kind of just golden. We need a link here. We don't have that many attributes engraved doing it this way, I suppose. Yeah, I get it. I agree with that. I think that's a bad excuse because none of that lore or that mythology says that they have to look boring. They could still look cool. So unless there is some protection here that I don't know about, I think we can still... What do you think of the new Link 3? I think it's really interesting how similar the Link 3 is to Zerol. You know what I mean? I think it's really curious because it kind of does the same thing, but on a much smaller scale without a brick. But I think that the fact that it's so easy to out... Is this against AI? No. Just joined. Yeah, I don't tend to play versus AI. I guess not for any particular reason. I just would rather side deck, and I don't think you can do that versus AI, though I'm not sure. My computer is struggling. Okay, yeah, they surrender. Deha should have used Purification to attribute access code, then never revive access, then banish access for own effect. Oh, man, here's the thing. Their deck is so weird. I just don't feel all that compelled to really aggressively side versus them. I don't think this card actually does very much. I don't care to give up my battle phase, really, is the thing. I guess Wosu is just good. I don't want to evenly them particularly. I guess we could keep in a cross out. Look at all this room I have, because I just don't think I care. I guess Droll probably does something versus them, so we'll put it in, but maybe cut down on Saji a little bit. I'm so sorry. I can't read. Snake power, yeah. Hey, good noodles. Good to see you. Iceman, let's go. I knew it was worth streaming today. Def try to negate their spellcaster. Who cares about their spellcaster? Like, cool, negate one spell. My deck runs 50% power banger spells. Hey, Gabby. Somebody translate the Spanish, quick. Oh God, if that's not Spanish, that's not right, is it? It's Italian. Help. I don't know what flags are. I'm sorry. Looks Italian. Yeah, that's what I said. Were you not listening? That's what I said. I can't read Italian. See, I'm not a nerd. I can't tell the difference between Italian and Spanish. I know the last two words. Snake power. Alexis, let's go. He's the coolest of the cool. I went out and played pickleball with my wife and a couple friends recently, and the more we play, the worse I get. Also, this person's holding me hostage, and I don't want to close the client because I'm scared it's going to crash my stream. But here we go. We're going to relaunch because I think they're just going to boring me to death, and I don't want to wait for them. Okay, stream's back up. I was today years old when I realized the level 4 Mitsurugi got exactly half the stats of the rituals. I tried to... Yeah, I think it's super cool. I think the idea is the lords summon forth the rituals and embody them. They become them. No. Okay, I know one of those words. I see. Live. Yo, Nolan, good to see you. Okay, this is Spanish. Yeah, Code speaks Spanish because he's Chilean. I don't mind the human design since they basically transform into a... Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel the rituals look especially serpentine. Murakumo obviously has snaky heads, but otherwise looks more dragonic to me. This hand is really good, honestly. Is the one word you know, bro. No, I wasn't confident that's what it was. It was actually serpiente. Unless you're about to tell me that doesn't mean snake. Or serpent, at least. We're drawing a card. And now we're putting a card back. We're getting Runicked. Runic is a little scary because... I'm honestly thinking going 60. I don't see a reason to go 60 because I think you can fit everything you want to do in a lower count. And, oh, that's so annoying. Luke, gang. I think you have to have a reason to go over 60 because if you don't, you're seeing power cards less often. And you can't just do that for no reason, I don't think. I think we will lead with our... Let's lead with a Snake Rain because we have the resources to... I don't know why they drew us a card. I'm not going to read this. But that seems really bad. And we get to go Naya, Nunu, Neff. We get to set up one more in the graveyard. We could put Futsu to grave. We want Kusanagi in deck. Let's put the Saji. I don't want to go to 60 though. I'm very close. 54, 55. There's no reason to round up. If you're happy at that count, just stay at that. Ritual is $30. Def going to sell. See you guys after the next year. I wouldn't be surprised if Wosu has a serpent form. I don't think it will because it doesn't have the same naming convention as the Lords. Best case scenario called by the way. Yeah, you stopped that Nunu. I needed that. Good job, guy. Anyway. Habakiri effect? What about people with OCD? I hadn't thought of them. My heart goes out to you, but 5 big booms. We want ritual here. Thank you, Alexis. Very epic. Opponent took action in graveyard. I must called by. I have to. I'm compelled. You don't understand. I need to. Here we'll summon from our hand. We don't have an excellent way of getting our... If we go Kusanagi here, I like that. Kusanagi, pick up the Murakumo. It's a little different. I'm also not 100% where this goes. We're freestyling. We're cool like that. Yeah, I agree with that completely. I did not... Maybe I'm just... It's my deck, so I'm like, of course I'm the important one. They're going to make my deck high rarity. But I really thought that the second wave of Mitsurugi, one of the most successful... Yeah, good. Now I can't attack. Crazy. One of the most successful TCG archetypes in a while, that they wouldn't kind of pull out all the stops for it. I guess they're just doing it for the draw. Draw 2. Okay. Yeah, budget players. No kidding. It was like a birthday present to me from John Konami. And the ritual would be 4K attack and defense. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a ritual. It's the naming convention. I think they saw Raziel Mitsu isn't real, so they just made it a low rarity. What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to clear the fountain, and the way I want to do that is by... Okay, they just surrender when I guess they didn't draw anything. All super... Yeah, it just felt weird. I'm fine with it. There's a Discord I was a part of, and somebody in there was like, "Oh, sad, no secrets for Mitsurugi." And I was like, "Shut up! What are you talking about?" Rage quit Runic player. Never would have thought. The 15th card will be a level 12 ritual, or a card that tributes 2 to 4 from deck. Well, I mean, technically, you could tribute as many cards as you have level if you just did a bunch of level 1s. Everyone on the Discord, including me, thought the ritual would for sure be... Yeah, I thought it'd be secret. I mean, not that I have any great insight. I just assumed so, but... It's a pretty big wave of cards, too. You'd think you'd want it to have a hierarchy. A high rarity card, a mid rarity card, and then a couple commons. A lot of scissors. Well, wish it got more QCRs. No, shut up. Shut up. You're the enemy. Even weirder is that Mimigul is super high rarity despite it not being... Yeah, right. Prob like what Saketh said. Mitsu caught a lot of people as supporting Raziel. Sure. Mitsu continuous spell that makes any card that sends from your deck to graveyard... Oh. Tribute 4 Mitsus from deck. My local shop is going to do a sneak peek locals one day before Alan. I'm a cook before with this deck. Rituals for the dub. You got this, George. I believe in you. Yeah, wait, what? Is this a real card? What? He's on custom dragon pile. This is awesome. Oh, chat. This says tribute. That must mean it's good with Mitsurugi. This card. Unironically, it's cool that it's Layer of Darkness support. Can my computer not crash when I'm streaming, please? You sure you didn't do custom? This does nothing except float on destruction by battle. And not even destruction. Call the Haunted. Okay. Guys, broken end board. Should I scoop to save time, chat? I don't know if I can out that. It's like times like this you don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because somebody just pulls out a combo like this and you're like, they have 3 monster cards. Call of the Haunted. This might be the worst deck ever. Am I more audible, by the way? Is your volume having to be lower to be able to hear me? Last stream I was really quiet, but that should be fixed. Our hand is interesting because I can hear you. Thank you, Dragon. Very helpful. 1, 2. I guess we just get some names to grave. I'm fine with that. You're fine. I can hear you very well. Good. You sound good. Thank you. I can hear you because I'm in your walls. I hope not. I wasn't planning to do my face reveal this soon. Guys, get Mimighoul before their 15th card. They won't be reprinted in the tins. They even got support in... Dude. 1 Murakumo and he gets obliterated. We had a lot better than just a Murakumo as well. Oh, I am giving him a monster back, though. It's nice how synergetic Mitsurugi feels with Ogdoadic. It feels very purposeful, I think. Obviously, a board wipe on Murakumo is great, but getting to get just a free body off Curse, no longer having to worry about that material, is genuinely comforting because your damage output before with pure Ogdoadic, they have no good beaters except Ogdibus. 31 is good, but 25 on Aaron, I never really ran Amnesia. 27's not amazing. What? What just happened? While you control, negate. Oh. Is this... let me read this closer. Did they just negate my token's effects? Am I missing something? Oh. It's every time. Why am I actually getting floodgated out? What the heck? Except from the graveyard. Wait. What's your thoughts? I just haven't tested it, so I'm not really sure. Yo, why does that actually matter? I guess we will force revive. Make aggregator send Arclight. Wait. This is actually inconvenient. We'll do this. We'll get a monster to the graveyard. We don't want it to be Night Sword just yet, so we'll send this. That will trigger our Neff, whom we will summon. We are reptile locked now. But we just need to clear their guys. So we'll go Bing Bong. That's fine. We don't want to use this yet. Oh no, we're fine with that. Yeah, we're fine with this. Revive you. You probably could just tribute Ame and board wipe them. Yeah, probably, but I'm having fun. So, I just want to get bodies committed is the thing. So we go 1, 2. We have good links now. Oh, that's very interesting. That's a mandatory, so that actually has to trigger first. We go Ritual. We'll summon our Murakumo, whom I don't have, I just realized. Team I'm throwing versus this. I'm gonna have a grand old time. Now we'll just do this again from deck. my god, that's so funny the sequence is this way. I didn't realize it's mandatory. That's so weird. Pick up prayers, bring this guy out. That is interesting that they are truly negated as well. Snapper comes in clutch. No, it's still negated. Till the end of the turn. I thought it would come out from under that lock, but it doesn't. Alright. I think here we just go battle, although I don't think we've used Neff yet to revive anybody. So we can upgrade our damage a little further. And we have effects now because they don't have anything. That's so funny. Pick this up. Neff revive somebody. Oh no, it already has. But we just go battle phase. Neff revive Saji. That's right. That's right. This is annoying. I'm sure I could have played it more optimally, but I was just kind of playing around, having a good time. Our Murakumo has yet to revive itself, so this actually represents lethal on its own thanks to prayers. Oh, never mind. Counting, we just had enough damage. That's kind of cool. So they did have a game plan. I didn't even consider that they might have something going on like that. Put in our trusty anti. Is Droplet even good versus a deck that puts up no good monsters? Right? We just take out the traps. I think we can take out our anti-hand trap cards as well. So that means we have room for the Ash Blossoms and I guess a Droplet. What the heck? Why not? Yeah, just a bunch of back row hate. Imagine not knowing what all those random cards do like I know. Judgment going second? Sorry. Photon lead. Spec 1 light monster. Okay. Oh, I guess that's the self TK. Has anybody been served an ad while we're streaming, chat? I'm just curious on how that's working. I haven't gotten to use that feature yet. That was a close one. That was fun. That was a good one. That felt like playing a puzzle mode duel. Everyone's doing scissors today. I did see an ad. Okay, interesting. Our hand is amazing. I have it set up so that it'll do out of sequence. I forgot to turn off a head block. I know, I turned it off for my own channel, which will be annoying, but I'll get to pay myself 1 cent every time I check on a video. Called By is actually insane versus Blue Eyes because we just hold it for... Use Brave. We just hold it for Spirit to tag out, and then we Called By the Spirit. Oh, they're doing the Crimson Dragon thing. Yeah. Oh, it's a browser? Don't use Brave or Adblock. Give him all the money. Yeah, don't admit to using Adblock. What is this? Brave is so slow on my PC for some reason. That's interesting. I just have crap Adblock, but it doesn't work all that well anymore. Now it's only a matter of time. There would be a link or code day love on TCG Player. Wait, what? Only a matter of time. Oh, an affiliate link? Yeah, I'm working on an affiliate. I would like that for Amazon as well. And by working on, I mean thought about it and haven't actually done anything yet. No worries, I'm watching this on my phone. Ads will will start flooding in a minute. Yeah, it's really bad. Which region? I use EU because it seems to have more players. Seketh. Is Master... Now I got an ad. That's so funny. Don't skip. Don't skip. No, you could skip it. I'm not expecting to make money off the channel. It's just nice that it will be earning money now. So that's really cool because I think in 4 weeks I'll probably hit $100 total. I think I'm at $70 right now between ad revenue and the few super chats we've gotten. Yeah, we're at $70 as of now. $71.29 actually. And YouTube's a little slow on when it tells you about payments. They're doing some funny business. Oh, they're doing Blue Eyes Temple of the Kings. I always wonder, do they pay you more if you don't skip it? Yeah, well, I say yes. I actually don't 100% know. I believe the longer you watch an ad, the more revenue it generates, but it actually might be... No, still skip the ad. Still skip the ad. But I'm pretty sure it... Yeah, 100 or 1,000 is when you can monetize your channel for ad revenue. I'm pretty sure it's about watch time of ads as well as number of ads served, but I'm not positive. Oh, this is the card you were talking about. Drogluxion. Looks like a weird combination. It was at... Oh, this is gross. It was present at the regional Blue Eyes Odeon, and it was pretty cool. Or, I'm sorry, not regional. The YCS. What is your opponent cooking? Yeah, whoa. This is a crazy synchro pile. I don't know what Drogluxion does yet. We'll give it a read while they do their cutscene. Dude, my computer... It's gonna crash out. It's gonna make me crash out. So they have an Omni in hand, right? They search that off Drogluxion. Oh my god, my PC, please. Okay, I mean, that's very nice for me. Because I feel like they have to interact with this with their Tachyon trap. And if they do... They're kind of trading... They're trading nothing. They could have just let me do that and had a negate in their hand, but now they have a negate on the board. He summons a new guy. I use Drogluxion and Pure Mitsurugi with Photon Lord and the Tachyon counter trap. I don't want to run more bricks. It adds a counter that can be used from the hand that negates everything in the previous... Yeah, like that seems strong, but I don't want to run that. Just join. Do I see Galaxy Eyes and Blue Eyes? Saji, good to see you. Yeah, this is an interesting deck the opponent's on. Our hand is also really good. So they have 2 negates. They have 3 negates left that we know about, right? So because this Snake Rain already has its job done by these other 2 cards, I'm fine throwing this out there to be interacted with. Okay. Ash Blossom might be the nail in the coffin here because this is going to tag out... Where Ryzeal? When have I ever played Ryzeal? What are you talking about, nerd? Why would I want to play that deck? Are they just hard summoning Stardust? I considered it, but I already run like 6 cards that I don't want to draw. Yeah, I don't want to play more bricks. This is looking like you may be versing a buddy of mine. That's awesome, Beal. What's Ryzeal? Oh my god. It's the Mitsurugi Lord in the chat. He's gonna summon Futsuno Mitama. Okay. Yeah, this is hopeless. The Ash from hand really was so extra, so unnecessary. My computer is dying. What is happening? Bro, we're so cooked because yeah, they still have the Odeon trap. They can literally just say no to all my activations. That's horrific. Let's drop these down. Drop these. Drop. Oh my god, please. Stay with me. That should not be cut. That was just from lag. Is there anything here that shouldn't be? Ash, no. This is all good. I like this. Blue Eyes is just too goated. I like this draw phase activation. We could just hold it, but actually not really because... Oh my god, and they have Fuelos. How did you know that before he did it, Code? You're insane. So here we get to search out... I think the Saji is good. We will special summon. I mean, we didn't draw it, but you left one in there. Oh, that was for crossout. That was on purpose. I used Dragluxion to tag into Hope Harbinger. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see, Code. No, that seems unnecessary, Juan, because then you should probably just play a different Xyz monster instead of devoting 2 slots. For the one of crossout? Yeah. I mean, otherwise you shouldn't play the crossout. And we don't need a lot to come in. It's interesting because I like Harbinger because I think we deal with monster effects in this build uniquely well because of Planet Pollutant. Oh my god. I don't know why they even used the Fua. We could go into M-Frame. It would give them a draw, but it would establish a board wipe at least. We could have played more, but I'm kind of fine just letting it go on this because I don't want to refill their hand. And we'd have to do that to... Yeah, we'd have to go into King of the Fair Limps, into Shock Trooper, into M-Frame. Or, I'm sorry, into Slicer. So I just don't want to do that. But if you do that, you have the same chance to draw crossout as you do Fua. Yeah, but we don't mind drawing Fua. It's a level 4. They actually don't have anything. Their hand is disgusting. It's all just hate. That's so funny. Oh my god. What a draw. Why is my computer lagging? True Light. That's fine. Bro's playing Eldritch. No Tachyon on field is a plus against their traps. Yeah, for sure. Assuming they even kept it in. Bro, you got the Snek draw. I think we go... Aramasa. I think it works out the same way either way. I don't think it matters which direction we go with the Aramasa or Saji. I think they end up in the same place. Get ourselves the prayers, because now we want to extend as much as we can. And the way to do that... We also know a safe column, which is nice. We could have just gone for the ritual spell. That was also something. And that's probably a safer line. But we've still got our normal summon. If they had a monster on board, we could actually dodge this with the droplet. Because this guy has to see the card on field. So if you send it away, it's safe. So if we just went... What do I think is the best here? This is kind of an awkward spot. Wosu would have helped. Yeah, but every time Wosu helps going second, it hurts going first. And we just don't need that help, I don't think. I think here we just pick up the Aramasa then. We've used both effects, so we probably just hold it in hand. I would like to clear the Apophis is the thing. If we clear the True Light, it does that for us. Prayers works better through negates because you still get the Habakiri tribute effect compared to Ritual getting negated. Yeah. That's fair. In this particular situation, that did work out well. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go into a Snapper and get rid of True Light and Wishes, which will clear out their chance at tutoring a starter if they don't top deck one, as well as clearing this Apophis. We give up the usefulness of the PPV. So here we'll go 1 and 2 Saji is nice. So we'll banish and destroy these 2 cards. Imperm here is so annoying. And we can't even send it because this Apophis is a normal monster. So Droplet can't affect it. But we still get to clear the body at least because now we have 26 attack. Also, 32 viewers. Thank you everybody for coming out. Please leave a like if you're having fun. It really helps. I have learned that telling people to leave a like makes likes happen on the video. They had an insane hand. 3 imperm, by the way, indeed. My computer, this is crazy. It's gonna blow up. I don't know what's going on. It seems they have something they can use. I wonder if that's a droplet face down. The new support is so nice. Yeah, it's crazy cheap. It's so nice. So if we'll know what they have, it's probably correct to just droplet the Sage if they search it off of the wishes here. Is there any way to stop the wishes at the moment? We have droplet, so we can't stop the wishes, but we can stop the Sage if they normal that. If they just top decked into like an ether, we're pretty sad because then we just can't do anything about them having... Well, actually, does that even do much for them? Does that advance them further than they are already at? Probably not. They're going wishes. Let's see. Drop the droll. Drop the droll. Would it be better to stop the Link 1? They have... What do you mean additional normal summon? They don't have another card to summon if you stop the I knew it. The... Him. Like, what are they going to normal summon? They literally have nothing. I think we're going to stop this because it stops them getting to Maiden. We are cooked. This gets them Field Spell. Field Spell gets them a Blue Eyes to Graveyard. But I don't know. Can they kill me from here? Draglubion would do it, I guess. Or I should say Draglubion into Numeron Dragon. Because the spell they have in hand only summons in defense position, I'm pretty sure. Tyrant will set a trap back, which is pretty annoying. And we've already used our Habakiri once per duel. So we actually have to draw into something pretty lucky. This probably should have been a Saji search in hindsight then. I don't know why you searched Aramasa. I don't know why you talk this way, Dragon, but it's super cool and everybody likes it. I was literally just talking about how this could have been something different. It's probably because I'm not perfect, although I know that's hard to believe. I pray that you top deck prayers. I pray that I top deck ritual. Although that's probably not good enough. I can read your mind. No, just listen. Then you'll know. Yeah, we're so cooked. We just can't beat through that. GG's opponent. Getting 2-0'd by Blue Eyes is brutal. All right, one sec, chat. I'm going to use the bathroom. Leave a like for bathroom break. Don't go anywhere. We'll play some more games. We're so back. I want that Blue Eyes list. Low-key, yeah. You lost against the best deck, don't feel bad. Would it make sense to cut down on Ogdoadic to trim down? No, I don't want to do that. And the Ogdoadic cards are important. I don't want to cut them because I think they have a purpose that Mitsu doesn't fulfill. Yeah. It's not the deck I'm interested in playing. Because Ogdoadic gives you much better extension and survivability. Without Ogdoadic, you don't have access to Daybreak, which is just an insane card to be able to play. The reason we set the Fua there is if we get stopped here, our hand does literally nothing, so Droll at least does something, yeah. We're going to pass, but we have Droll. Deha has always said even if Pure Mitsu was better, he'd still play Ogdo. Yeah, that's exactly right. So this might be a bad channel. This might be a bad channel. What? Why would you say that? Bad question, not channel. Okay. Yeah, Jacob, I agree. I just don't think Pure Mitsurugi ends on enough for my liking either. But this might be a bad question, but I imagine you're the Ogdoadic guy, so even if it was the most suboptimal, you'd play it, right? Let me put it this way. I play Mitsurugi in Ogdoadic. I don't play Ogdoadic in Mitsurugi. I play Mitsurugi because I think it's good with Ogdo. If I thought something else was better, I would play that. I'm a little worried that all this field presence means we're just going to get beaten down. These things have weird art, by the way. This is a kind of older archetype, isn't it? Materiactor. They're cool. Kind of crocodile-y. I'm a little sad they're not water reptiles. That would be cool. That'd be cool. But I can see other dragons. They look more reptilian than Mitsurugi, though. Materiactor got its main support in Suda. Okay. So, no, it's pretty recent. Okay. Thoughts on Fiendsmith? I think if you're rich, then yeah, that seems fine. I need more reptile support. We don't need more reptile support. We got good stuff. Play Ogdoadic. I was thinking like one of each Ogdoadic you're running right now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that because I think those cards are important. I want to open them. You play one-ofs of cards for two reasons. One, because you can't play more than that. Or two, you don't want to see them in your opening. Yeah, Naya is a 1-card combo. And it much better is a 1.5 card combo, meaning it and any monster you can put on the board. So I just don't think it just does so much for you. I wouldn't want to do that. I think that's a bad way to do it. I could kind of see Nunu being cut down more, but even then, the ability to... Okay. Guess we're going next. The ability to set up Neff is really nice. That was a little rough, but it's fine. Shake it off. 2 more cards got to come out. Let's take out the droplets. I'm scouring. I don't think Fiendsmith has much synergy. It's about as good as playing Libellion and some Bestials. I don't know, because Fiendsmith gives you really excellent grind. It gives you good damage pushing, which Mitsurugi on its own probably needs help with. Crossout is really nice. We can lead with the pre-prep and be really ignorant and not commit our normal summon or anything. Any 2 monsters is full Fiendsmith. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not arguing against that. I just am not interested in... A, I don't own those cards, and B, I just don't want to play that. Yeah, but I would much rather do something more interesting than Fiendsmith, and also I can't afford it. There are a lot of reasons going on there. Attempt to summon from Dexter. Here we get to... I like going for the prayers as the thing. I don't know that you need to do that, but I just enjoy it. Regained is great against Malice and gives you infinite dragons and draws. Just play 3 Engraver, 1 Sanct. Ask them to scoop one of these. Yeah. IP for random bodies. You can do IP in this list. That's part of its end board. Tribute you. My computer. What is happening? I'm very curious to see if that is showing up in the capture. Yeah, I think that sounds like a really interesting way to play the deck code. I just also haven't been able to get my hands on those cards as for price as well. Here we haven't even used our normal summon, so we will go into him. We'll just get the search. I guess there's a world where you don't take the search here, I suppose. I like getting the Saji to hand. And now we'll just commit to our Ogdoadic line. It's nice getting to preserve this cross out. Guys, what if Fiendsmith, Bestial, Mitsurugi, Ryziel, Dogmatica, Ogdoadic? Sounds broken. My hand has so many cards. That's what pre-prep does, man. Pre-prep just sets you up with infinite resources. I've thought about whether or not that's a card we should be playing, because I'm not a huge fan of Mirror. I think Mirror is kind of bad, but I think Mirror is good enough that Mirror would have to be bad, I think, to not run pre-prep, just because pre-prep gets you so many resources in circulation. It goes +1, which on its own, you wouldn't think would be that good, but the cards it gives you access to mean you're so much more flexible to now send things to the graveyard and still get your summons off if your searches are interrupted. You think it's crazy? I might change my mind too. For now, I think Mirror is just fine. Yeah, that's why I like the one of Mirror personally. I don't want to be playing more than one of it at all. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a world where we don't run it, but I think the fact that pre-prep is so good. Pre-prep is just so powerful. I agree. Yeah, that's what I was always thinking as well, as I liked the one of potential of it. I'm pretty sure we just have an obscene amount of bodies in this turn too. I don't even fully know what I'm going to do with everything, so we'll just have to think. We'll get ourselves a Neff to the graveyard. I would really love for them to use a monster effect so that we can use this thrust, but it's not the end of the world if it's just a dead card. Here we can pretty comfortably give up any one of these. I think it's going to be the Aramasa for no particular reason. So we will summon out the Neff. Neff will revive the Link 2, and then we can go into our full slicer, because we don't need to go into a rank 4 or anything because we have all the pieces, because pre-prep's crazy. So we get to go the way I prefer it, which is slicer first. I'm not on Code Igniter, but I could definitely slide it in. I pulled one. I just haven't tested with it yet. Yeah, I think the list is just really solid. But Code Igniter could definitely come in. I would probably run that over the rank 8 if I'm honest. I don't think we really need that. Summon this, using this, and of course the card in our hand because he's glued to it. Yeah, Infernoid's really cool. Infernoid's kind of one of those decks that feels really ridiculous. Brother Infernoid? We're all talking about it. We are all talking about it. We'll summon from our deck into the Futsu. Use that Murakumo effect. I'll probably hold off on locals this week. I was thinking that because I'm not necessarily dying to be playing until the new stuff comes out. What Igniter? Not you too, Deha. We already did that joke. But I'm glad we did it again. I didn't know. We can definitely get a mask going this turn. But I'm wondering if we can also get an SP. Because if we go for a mirror here, we'll tribute this, reviving it. We'll have the... We'll have two bodies. Otherwise, we could just go for... We could honestly use the M frame, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Into the Haba. Yeah, I don't really want to do that. We'll use this. We'll summon from our graveyard. Tributing you. That is not where I wanted that. I shouldn't have put that there. Oh well. We're still getting our Abba back as well. Here we'll get to pick up a Prayers, meaning even if they nib us at the very end of all this, we're still just fine. And we could honestly... Yeah, I kind of want to put the Futsu into an SP. And then we have the materials to Goddess them. We're gonna. I don't know if that's optimal, but it's very funny. And I think that's the way I choose to play my games. Set all these cards. I guess we'll set this. We don't have a reason to, really. And we'll pass on this. I think rollback is cool. I think rollback haters are kind of confusing. Let's use our Prayers now because we want our Futsu to see this activation. Take 800 and spec our Futsu. Make IP and SP. Yeah, we have Goddess in our extra deck. They're going to try and ogre us, I guess. I think that's fine. What don't you like about it? Trap cards have historically been really weak. So I think it's cool that there is a really powerful trap card. I think rollback's really interesting. I don't know. I don't really understand that sentiment. Let's wait for the Jackalope to come back and then we can clear. We're not really getting a lot of value out of Futsu here, but I think I'm fine with that. PPV and wipe their stuff. Rollback is fine. Rollback not being able to copy viruses in TCG is a godsend. Yeah, that seems pretty obnoxious. I love rituals and links being basically the same color because I like playing them together. Although I do think it's very strange that they are effectively the same color. That's very weird to me. I don't exactly know what they're trying to do, but Droll seemed highly effective. We're a few cards over like this. Give it a sort. I think Ash probably isn't impactful enough versus this deck. And we're probably just better off with the extra Duster, honestly. Its main use nowadays is to ignore the intentionally heavy cost of traps with good payoffs. Yeah, but the cost of good traps is already being a trap. The Mayakashi trap, for example. Aren't there a lot of cards that contribute to that Mayakashi thing? I'm not saying that you can't do powerful things with rollback, but I think that blaming rollback for same brain for making traps good is kind of wonky. It'd be like them printing a good spell. Our hand is really good. I think I'm going to wait to use the Fua until they commit to a summon. Beatrice is banned now, so rollback is way less abusable. Most of the time you just see it in Labyrinth. Yeah, it seems that way to me as well, that it's just a Labyrinth card. Tier's just not really a deck, but otherwise I'm sure it'd be seen more in that as well. Do they have it? Nope. We get to resolve. Thrust with Storm is exactly why I like Duster, by the way. About to do it. 3 a.m. Thank you so much for coming out. Thanks for watching. Yeah, Miko, we can queue. Oh, it's already gross. The Materiactors are cool looking. I thought they were weird because they're kind of incomprehensible, but they are awesome. And I like that they're a normal monster thing. I enjoy how they've kind of been pushing that sort of design. Primite, Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is just a normal monster, but it's cool still to have cards designed around it. We probably won't stream for a really long time tonight either, so we'll see. I never played it with rollback, grass, or any of the mill cards at all. I actually played it with the Snake Eye cards. Yeah, I remember Code. I remember that was a long time ago you played Snake Eye Infernoid. It was cool. At the time, I thought it was obnoxious because I thought Snake Eye was obnoxious, but that was a cool build. Baby Dragon is so funny in that deck. Baby Dragon is funny. Can it play any level 3 normal monster? What are you looking for in the normals it plays? The art of optimizing garnets. Yeah, it's cool. I like when it's possible to play the one you like. That's the biggest reason I wanted to try Mitsurugi Ogdoadic Primite, is because I wanted to play Alien Shock Trooper, but it's probably Dragon Wind level 3. Do we know why they're using this? Probably for some extra deck requirement. They're really summoning a lot of stuff. I'll be surprised if they pass on just this. This card searches and bounces a card. Chosen can be E-Tellied. Oh, yeah, that is cool. E-Telly is such a cool card. And double summoned by Imduk. That's cool too. These might be the best draws ever. They're summoning more. We're like, I don't think we even need to evenly them, but we can if we want to, because they're going to use that SP to tag out, meaning our thrust is live into a Duster. So we have access to a full front and back row clear, though of course, not the defense mode monster. What are these draws? We're just insane. Also, Fua is a nasty card and probably shouldn't be allowed to do this. Baby Dragon for seals, and if you brick on Tekka Tomborg, that's assuming they're playing Tekka as well. Man just said Fua isn't real. Yeah, you'd think we're playing 51 ofs. Yeah, we're hitting so many unique power cards. Neff is great to just have in hand for the discard at this point when we have this many tools to work with. I love my Singleton deck. That one deck that was put into the Discord, why are you still playing? What are you doing? He's gonna make another guy. Link darker blue. He's gonna make another body. He can't make a Link. It's gonna be another Xyz monster. Evenly's amazing into Ryziel because that deck is super all in right now. Gossip Shadow. This guy's, oh man, all those attack position monsters. Set more, set more. Set your whole hand. Set your whole hand. Go on, go on. You can do it. Yeah. A monster effect. So this Gossip Shadow doesn't stop evenly. I'm tempted to go straight for the evenly here, We give up the battle phase. I like evenly. I think it's really good. I think it's good into Blue Eyes. I think it's good into Ryzeal, into Odeon, Lab. Yeah, we're playing pre-release. How do you think we have... Well, I guess we don't have any new cards, do we? So here, I like the idea of going Storm. I mean, I want to go Battle Phase and just evenly. It's terrible into Blue Eyes? I disagree. I don't see how you think that. Do they have an Omni negate, chat? If they have an Omni, we won't use the evenly, of course. Let's just start with this. I think it's great. Isn't Blue Eyes... into Blue Eyes, isn't it too telegraphed? Is it? Because even if it eats their negate, it's making them tag out with Spirit, which is a problem card for us because that both stops a revival and limits your tribute. They do in the Meteorreactor counter trap. Okay, so it's good to lead with this. And also it eats the ultimate negate. So it's battling through about 3 interrupts on its own. They're just letting us have this, mostly probably because they don't really care about those monsters, but I was counting on them using the SP. I like it. That's all I'm saying. I think it's good. Yeah, it trades a lot into Blue Eyes, I think. We have a barrier. I mean, okay. I don't think that matters. Let's pick up... Let's go Duster. They still have enough cards that I think it's worth going 1 for 3. That still seems like great value. And even if it just trades with their Omni, we still have the evenly. But if you Lightning Stormed, you beat... Yeah, but you're assuming I don't do both Dragon. I play both. I think board wipes are just good right now. I wonder if they'll call Link. Yeah, I wonder. I looked away for a second and there were 100 cards. I have so many cards. Okay, so they stopped that. I think we just go Battle Phase. We don't need to. Maybe, but I actually don't know that we can pull off a lethal through the interruptions they have and without being able to ritual summon. So I like being able to clear this. This is a fun duel. We use 3, 4 if you count the Thrust, Crazy Board Breakers, and the Fua. We're just playing staples. Look at this. Insane graveyard. Oh, my friend at Locals gave me secret evenlies. I don't know if I said that on stream yet, but I was super happy about that. The guy deserves to lose. He gave us so many cards. He gave us all of these resources. It didn't have to be like this. Send this. It doesn't even matter what we get rid of. We will Snake Rain to get this out of our hand. Not that I especially want to use it. I don't think it matters what we send here. That back row better be crazy. Yeah, that... Oh, no, cool. I love that I can't back out. Whatever. We don't even need the normal summon. I have all my staples as ultras for consistency, but evenly is a 6 secret. Yeah, that's a good idea too, having all the same. I hadn't thought of that. That's kind of a cool idea. If I could, I would do secret because it's my favorite. I have 2 secretly droll, or 2 secret rare droll, 1 ultra, and I'm really sad that I couldn't find them all. I found them in a bulk bin for 50 cents a piece during a regional. And I was super stoked. If we were playing Magatama here, we could ritual summon during their turn, and we can't because we're not playing it, so that's kind of funny. Use this, attempt to bring you back, even though you have no more targets. I guess we just go resource denial. I don't necessarily know what we're trying. I guess it's just SP IP control. IP into the goddess. They can't really deal with that kind of board, I don't think. I see it. I have to experiment more. I'm more inclined to test with Magatama now that I know it's a super rare. Honestly. I was less interested before until I pulled a foil or was given one. I don't remember quite exactly what happened, but it definitely piqued my interest more than was there before. Something I always do with Evenly is I try to go battle phase again because I'm not used to that trade of giving up your battle phase. I love that Abao can unbrick hands too, by the way. She's just able to get rid of whatever you don't need. We can pretty comfortably banish the Naya. We just don't need those anymore. They don't search anything. The name is maybe something. Main deck removal is already good, but not only it's searchable. Yeah, it's searchable. It does all those things. I've considered it in place of the purification, but here we could go into the snapper. I do kind of want to out this back row. I guess honestly what we can do is probably just spin it away, because we don't care to have this in our hand. It's not about one of, it's about what job do I want it to fill? And for me, I don't think that card fulfills a job we need filling. I think we already have access to board wipes on our opponent's turns. And so it's just not necessary. Let's put this Saji in the graveyard. Because we still have access to the Water Lily, which represents even more bodies. We have the Nunu, which we haven't used yet, I do not believe. Pick up this ritual. And also, just because we're at 50, what I was saying about don't go to 60 for no reason is if you don't have to, don't up your deck count more than you need. Does Mitsu have a good answer to back row? I think Celine Snapper counts, personally, because Ogdo makes it so easy to extend into Snapper. So we represent 2 more bodies here. So we could go... I do want to deal with that thing a little bit. But I think I do like the idea of going Mask using these 2. This could just try to go battle phase, but I'm fine with just using Goddess to deal with that. And here we can go Lily to Foolish a Reptile. Actually, let's Foolish the Night Sword, and then we get the 2 revives, of course. I guess we could just use Wosu to clear that thing. And then it only reptile locks us the rest of the turn. So here we'll special summon a 4 we wouldn't normally have access to. And now we have a couple actions to take. I'm not saying this was an optimal turn, but this was such a fun turn to play out. Because here we now get access to Wosu. I was thinking to make a coat fee, but we didn't even need to. And actually, if we do go coat fee, which I think I will, then we can just SP banish this. We don't even have to use the Wosu. We're just banking a bunch of good resources for next turn. What is this doing? They can detach an Xyz material and then summon this card. I'm fine with that. They get to summon some monsters, but I think that's just not an issue. Suddenly this Wosu has a job again. Yeah, for the rest of this turn. That's fine. I'm low-key gooning to this list. I think this list slaps. I think it's good. Gone Wild. Spec 1 from your deck. They just get so many summons. And now this gets back row, I think. Deha, can I ban this guy? They have so many cards here. We still aren't locked out of... I'm tempted to go into an access code here and then revive the mask. Because we have 1, 2, 3... We have 4 materials right here. If we go into... If we went access, we could just deal with all this stuff, I'm thinking. I like that. And then we can just bring back the mask with our thingy. I don't even remember what it's called, to be honest, chat. Earth. Goodbye. Water. Goodbye. Dark. Goodbye. I swear to God, if you do more things. They're about to remove my access code. That's so funny. You forced my hand. You made me do this. We could use our Neff here. Why can we use Neff here? And here we will grab... Oh, Mirror is quite interesting. I guess we'll set the prayers. It doesn't really do anything, but... Pass to you. Get our Abao back. I forgot they get this stuff back. We're in trouble, team. This is so funny. I needed to kill them this turn, or to be more commanding lead, maybe is the better way to say it. Could I guess I could have stopped all this by tributing off the coat fee, couldn't I? Because then they wouldn't be able to detach and do all this stuff. We will allow them to do this, and then we should get ready to make our mask, because we know their cards. We know their current board doesn't really do much. A summon was successful. Let's use this now. We'll give up the mirror because I think we can recover it pretty easily. You could kill the Terratop, that way they can't summon Takatomborg. That's true, but then we really don't have anything. I'd rather have Masquerena from our graveyard, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone better to summon back here. So let's go into the mask, because at least she represents a little more power. I kind of feel like we're in trouble here, honestly. Let's tribute this. We could have waited because it's possible. Actually, that was the worst possible play because now their SP is free to dispatch our mask if they so desire. So let's search this out. Yeah, I'm just not playing this very well, but I'm having a blast. I'm having a grand old time. Let's summon out our Saji. Yo, Mad, good to see you. Happy to hear you're hanging with your girlfriend. That sounds like fun. Let's go Saji 1. And I actually don't think we care about power spells as much as anything else right now. So we'll give this up. I don't believe this revival effect. Yeah, I'm happy to have this card back in my hand. Discard this, get this back. Yeah, it's just so much advantage. Look at all this card advantage we're generating. Actually, our IP does nothing in the face of an SP. We literally can't play. Oh, a little bit. I didn't watch any videos on it. I've just thrown horribly. That's so funny. That's so funny they won that match. Yeah, I had heard about it a while ago, but I had never seen any definitive proof or evidence of it, but I thought that was really interesting. I have to watch some more videos on it. We're at almost an hour and a half. I know that's pretty short, but I think I'm going to go spend some time with my wife, actually. So thank you so much for coming out today, chat. This was a really fun stream. That was a butchered game, but it was a lot of fun to play. And I think the deck can do a lot of good things. It's going to take me a while to really learn the new lines as well, because while I know them, I don't know them in my soul the way I do the current lines. I know. We got an extra stream at least, though. I appreciate everybody. Leave a like before you go. I'm sorry. We'll be back tomorrow at some point, okay, chat? I'll see you tomorrow.